This is Yoani Sanchez, a civil rights activist from Cuba who focuses on freedom of speech and the right to journalize. She is one of the country's most popular journalists. She spreads her word on all kinds of social media websites, but her posts are censored by the Cuban government. People inside Cuba can't see what she posts, but others around the world can. This prevents her from effectively using social media to increase awareness of her cause and leaves her stuck in a hopeless pit of slacktivism without expectation of making change. She has a great Twitter following of about 85,000 people and has an absurd amount of tweets, 31,000. Her Facebook page doesn't have as much of a significant following as her Twitter page, with about 10,000 likes. She is most famous for her blog, Generation Y, which brings light to all the problems in Cuba from the perspective of an actual Cuban citizen. The blog is translated into many different languages for the world to view it in, but the target audience of Cuban citizens is not quite reached by it. It's more popular in other countries than it is in the country where it came from. Cuban citizens can't see her blog because it's blocked thanks to the anti-free speech government of Cuba. Yoani got sick of the censorship in Cuba, so she started her own news website called 14Y Media. It was the first of its kind in Cuba, but it didn't stop the problem of censorship. She makes posts about the Cuban government, but her voice is only heard to those outside the country. She strongly believes the people of Cuba should have more rights, such as the basic right of freedom of speech, and does everything in her power to fight for it. As a critic of the Cuban government, Yoani was arrested by the authorities to prevent her from covering the trial of a conservative politician who is accused of causing the death of a Cuban dissident. She has gone through many trials, but is her hard work in vain, or is there actually change happening? Many people around the world are aware of the cause, but they're not actually doing anything to stop it. The people of Cuba can't fight for the cause and organize activist groups because their means of communication is censored by the Cuban government. Yoani has failed to rally Cuban citizens to fight for the cause, but is great at promoting slacktivism. Thanks for watching.